Alright. So I'm being called... Actually, hold on. We're gonna go for a walk first. Yeah. This guy. You seem talkative today. Yeah, you do. Expand your energy field to me, please. Expand. Thank you. Alright, so... Last night I was woken up my head was swimming. I woke up like I was being flushed down a drain. Like I was just circling. And I couldn't really get any real sleep. And it even took me a moment to ground and come back, to this moment here. And I kept being brought back to that chemical reaction I posted about on a video. Which one are you? Right here. Yes. You. Ah, yes. Anyway, so I'm brought back to the idea of alchemy. Let's bring it here. Let's get it out of the spiritual. Let's get out of spiritual alchemy and emotional alchemy. Let's just go to straight physical, scientific alchemy. Hold on. Thank you. And I was thinking alright, so you start off with two chemicals. A catalyst that sets off a chain reaction. And in this, it's like an ignition, striking a match. Just aha, what do you know? Birdies. For me, I see. Thank you. Anyway, so it sets off a chemical reaction. Okay. Hold on. I gotta do the thing. Ooh, hold on. This is hard to do with one hand. Where'd my crystal go? There she is. Alright. Okay. Alright, ready? Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl that says that I am the one. Okay, I'm done. Anyways. Ooh, hey. You're pretty. And you too? Okay. Gorgeous. Anyway, so oh, you caught my eye. I love the yellow. Yes, okay, so anyways, a chemical reaction. So at the base of this reaction is like a bunch of density, a bunch of, well, reactiveness. Like, I think it's pretty simple. It's like a bunch of energies that have just been brought into creation now, and there is chaos, and they are combative, rigid, and dense, very dense. That's why they're at the base of this reaction. And then they bubble up, bubble up, bubble up, bubble up, bubble up. You get bubbles from this reaction, causes foam, all that good stuff. And then okay. And then yes, okay, sorry, I'm back. Anyways, so there's a reaction, and it's hard to go for a walk and not be distracted by everything going on around you, right? The earth is constantly talking. Everything is constantly talking. It's so awesome. I don't know how to not be excited by this. I don't know how anybody is not excited by this. Wasn't a very good wish, huh? Oh, look. Prettiest color of purple. Wow. Whoa, what the fuck was that? What are you, bro? Hi, baby. Hi, mama. Hi. Hi, precious. Hi. Hi. Are you a big scary guard dog? Are you a big scary guard dog? What are you one? Are you a big scary guard dog? Yes, okay. You have something to say. Oh shit. Oh, huh. Wow. Interesting looking spider there. Where'd you go? Shit. This one. I'll get her, hey? let's talk about this chemical reaction. Now that we are situated. Damn, that really sucks. My phone ran out of storage right as I was really on a good one there. So I'm gonna try and rewind and get back there. So okay. Alright, so where I'm at about emotional alchemy of discomfort, of illness, dis-ease, discomfort, illness, this just uncomfortable density that is trapped in bubbles inside of you, right? It's like emissions of just repressed pain that you have just held under the surface for so long, and now they're just a reaction. So, when we're talking about emotional and even physical alchemy here, you know, this is where I never had a teacher. You know, I've watched so many videos about people talking about alchemy, like spiritual alchemy, and yet they never actually talk about how you do it. How do you actually get in there into those energies and fucking move them around, right? Like, I want to know. But I have not had a teacher, except for all of this, which is where it all came from to begin with, right? All of this. This is where it came from. Yeah. So I'm going to try to explain it the best way I can. Where I've been kind of circling and spinning around in this realm of thought is, what sets off the chemical reaction? Is it the thought form, the thought pattern, or is it the emotion? Does the emotion set off a reel of thoughts that then set off a reel of motion, and then thoughts, emotions, thoughts, and then bubbles up? Or is it a thought that sets off that emotion, and that emotion spins and spins and spins and collides and in chaos with more thoughts, and then in chaos with more emotions, and then gets trapped here in that bubble within you? Let's just focus our attention here to this bubble where this now thought form sets off this whole thing. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to focus in on a discomfort within my body. I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to centralize it. We're making just a central focal point here. So I'm going to go back to a trauma that I can recall, that I avoid, that hurt me. And I thought, with my rational mind, that I created pathways around it and could avoid it because I made excuses for it. I made excuses for why it happened and why it was caused and why it was me and all of these things. Then I'm going to breathe in. On the exhale, I'm going to put all of that into my hand and into this paper. It's a catalyst. This is that emotion. No. That emotion, that thought, that emotion then created some more thoughts, which then created that. And then that created more thoughts and more thoughts. And then that created that. And well, look, it went outside my bubble. So that is going to be bumping against some other bubbles that may be inside me from another trauma. Uh-oh, we having a reaction. Another reaction, a complex reaction. This is a complex fucking reaction, right? So this intrusion into this bubble, which had its own shit going on, uh-oh, we went outside the bubble again. I wonder if there were any more other bubbles around here that had some shit going on in them. This one did. I wonder what caused this one. Wasn't a very big one. That's good. Does that excite you guys? It does. Well, I'm glad. Okay. Anyways, so now here we've got one complex fucking emotion, right? Now we have plenty of little seeds here that were planted that then grew their own little ecosystems of shit and dense negative emotions that you just like a I heard this last night on a video, so I really wish I could remember her name. An awesome channel, and I loved this metaphor. It's like taking a basketball or even like a beach ball in a pool or a pool of water, and then trying to hold it under the surface, and then eventually you're not going to be able to hold it anymore, and it's just going to, right? It's going to okay, well, this is going to be a pretty big right, okay, so now how in the fuck do we alchemize this? How do we change this? How do we change this from exploding all over the place and becoming a big nuclear reaction of some sort? Well, I found this art form, or it came to me in a time that I guess I really needed it, and it was a godsend. It's called Neurographica. We're going to create some new neural pathways about how to fix this problem. This is really hard to do with one hand, so just understand the description here. Essentially, I'm not trying to create a line out of pattern, because energy doesn't usually have a patterning to it. Light, well, I guess that's not true, but fractalizations of light, distortions, whatever. It doesn't seem to have a pattern, and the focalized area of it, it's whenever you zoom out that you notice the pattern. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do it with the coin. Blah, let's throw that out the window. Basically, you're just trying to get out of habit. You're trying to get out of your patterns. You're not trying to create new neural pathways that are similar to the ones you have, because those ones obviously can't fix this fucking problem, right? Okay, so we need new pathways. We need new pathways. We need new pathways. New pathways out of habit. See if I can do this freehand. And you're going to notice something when you're going through all these complex emotions, and that is feelings in your body. Now I'm just going to bring 3 lines through here. Normally you could bring many, because what these symbolize are energies from the divine, universal energies that are coming through to assist you in this problem, because they love us, right? We are all here for a reason. We're all here to alchemize these collective issues that a lot of the time these thought forms are not ours. These thoughts, these catalysts that set off all of these emotions did not actually belong to you. They belong to somebody else. But now they're stuck inside of you, and you have created a miscreation on top of that. And it is just a spiral of more miscreation, of distorted energies, created out of miscreation. But for this you are forgiven. We all are. Because you're innocent in this. You did not know that this is the process. I did not know that this is the process. But anyway, so these lines, these new neural pathways from the divine, these inspirational neural pathways now given to me by the divine, are going to help me figure this out. Now I'm going to break all this up, because that's what alchemy is. After the catalyst, you have all these dense energies that have been created by that, and then they're reactive, and they are dense, and they are rigid, and they are angry, and they are fearful because it is chaos, and no one knows what is going on in this area. And from that must come order. From that chaos must come order. And in that, as the bubbles rise from that base ignition, they rise, and they release that tension. They release, they expand, release. And then they grow bigger and bigger and bigger and lighter, and then you see the bubbles coming up to the top. And then they're less reactive, because they have released all that fear and that confusion in the chaos. And they have understanding now. They have enlightenment. They have awareness of what had happened to them. Right? Correct? Understand? But anyways, I digress. My phone is on 3%, and I can't continue this because this would take much longer. But essentially, that bubble and these new pathways that thing that looked like this gets broken up, and it becomes something else. It transforms, right? It now has an outlet of release of the pressure. The pressure can now escape these bubbles without reacting to other condensed emotions, other complex emotions catalyzed by miscreated thought forms that weren't created by you. They were created by someone else. They were seeds planted by an idea that someone had out of fear and confusion. And they are not to blame for that. They are not to blame for their miscreations, just as you are not to blame for your miscreations. But you don't have to hold those anymore. You don't have to be the container of these things. Oh, I can't even see if that camera got that butterfly that just swooped in. Okay. Oh, hey, it's on my shoulder. Hey, whoa, bro, where you going? Come back. Alright, but anyways. That is all I've got for today. Stay. Thank you for holding space for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate the space held for me to understand this better. I am grateful. Come back. I'll see how far I get home before my phone dies completely. thought that was gonna be a feather. Damn. Shucks, maybe next time. Alright, now, so I am back home, phone is on a cord, and I'm going to continue to walk you through this process that I have kind of scrapped together for myself through many different ideas or whatever. So, we held the space, we have plant life, we have the natural world that has been holding space for us since this planet was created. They love us, we love them. They just don't want to be enslaved by us anymore, right? Because our human currency is only beneficial to humans. You know, it sells and collects all other life forms and then sells it to its own benefit. Okay, I'm not even gonna go. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna get off that. Alright, so anyways, back to this. Alright, so here we have found the root cause of an emotional, complex, fucking issue, traumatic event that needs to be alchemized. And we have pulled from the divine realm of thought, or divine realm of inspiration. Oh, pretty a leaf. Anyways, that has given us a new path, a new neural pathway to disperse these negative energies and pull them out of our body. But we pulled this out of, thank you. We pulled this out of a realm outside of this physical plane, right? So, and we want to bring it back to the body. We want to fix our broken ass bodies and comfort this dis-ease. So, excuse me while I work with the elements. I'm going to go grab some water. I'm going to have to set you down because you're on a cord. So, excuse me while I do this. We've got water tapped in. Tapped in, turned on, tuned in. We've got earth. Tapped in, tuned in, turned on. With us now, present, holding a space. Holding a space, we have water holding a space. We have water and earth holding this space for our healing now. And we are going to combine this with some soul light from our great, beautiful sun. He is under some cloudy weather right now, but trust me, the light is still shining through. So I'm going to go set this out here on Earth yet again so that we can all come together here and figure this shit out together, right? In this physical plane where we actually exist right now. Because we can keep going to the divine realm of thought and inspiration and all of the other dimensions, but it does, unless you can apply it physically, then what is all of that wisdom good for? It's just clogging up your processing. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna get off that. Anyway, I'm gonna put you back down again, because I gotta go out here, I gotta set down my shit, and we're gonna keep opening up more space. We're gonna keep opening up more space so this can expand, so it can disperse, and so we can elevate, right? So we can rise above the density that has been trapped in our physical bodies, in this physical plane. All right, let's do this. Alright, so I'm going to explain my understanding here with this. You good, Loki? You on board, Loki? He says, I'm over it. You've been talking about this for weeks. Alright, so anyways. So now we've got water and earth holding our space. We've got natural light holding our space. We've got divine light holding our space for us. The angelic realms holding the space for us now. And with these light codes and this alchemy that was pulled from these realms and onto this paper in this physical world, something happens to the molecular structure of this water. It forms, it shapes, it creates, it heals. It does all kinds of good shit. Isn't that right, Loki? He's like, Alright, so now, sun, light, earth, water, thank you for holding space. I appreciate this healing today, I really truly do. Because I am exhausted of this disease and this discomfort. And I have been alchemizing so much lately after I have come across this little practice of mine. It has done true magic. Now, we're going to invite one more element in here, and that is our friend fire, right? Given to us by God. Let us open up this space and transform just a little bit more. Now, as I see it, language is one powerful entity. Language is one powerful entity that we have created. You know, it is the word of God, right? The word, the vibration that comes from our vocal cords. Our chords, this universe, the sound, healing. But that can be channeled in writing too, and art. And Neurographica is a form of art. It's a pretty clever one. And anyway, so I'm going to detach this cord for just a second. New cord. Phone's almost dying, only got 2%, so let's see if we can get this done. Thank you all for holding this space for us today. We're going to transform these energies. What do I do with the water? Oh my goodness. For real right now? I misplaced. No, I didn't. It's right here. So I don't have any lighter fluid, but you don't really need any because it'll still be effective. You don't have to add gasoline to your fire because then the reaction can become quite explosive, right? Nuclear even. So now all of this wisdom and transformation has been alchemized in all of the ways it has been alchemized in all of the ways. It has been alchemized divinely, it has been alchemized physically, it has been alchemized mentally, it has been alchemized emotionally and spiritually. It has been alchemized in all of the ways with all of the elementals. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we have to allow this back into our body so it can actually transform our physical bodies, because mentally, spiritually, divinely is not all of the ways. We are physical as well. And we must heal our physical bodies. It is our temple, right? So let's invite this back to the body. Thank you. Is it good? Oh yeah, it's good.